Maybe. But yo, I want to get into something specific. We've seen it on Twitter a few times, and it's been catching a little bit more attention as of lately. Shout out to Battlerapstats. Follow them on Twitter at Battlerapstats. I think it's pretty cool that they put this in. Now, remember, guys, this is not. I personally, at least to my knowledge, they're not the first ones to do this stat thing. Jay Black kind of introduced it to everybody, and to look at it as in a more statistical, way, analytical standpoint in viewpoints when it comes to battle rap. So mind you, they're not the first ones to do it, but with it being more of a visual and then keeping track of like literally everything from the stage time to rap time to crowd reaction time to breaking down what's what inside of a battle and understand why people may have leaned to this side and such. I guess my question would be, is this good for battle rap? Or is this just something that may not necessarily have to happen? Like, is this something that we should utilize, and whatnot?
What do you think, X?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like with the math, and not math, I'm tripping. Ice and Cortez, like, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, I mean, if you could look at just like the times around, like yeah. But I mean, like, I don't really put much into it because I don't really like look at the crowd. Like, I kind of like try to blank out the crowd when I'm watching the battle, anyways. Like, but I guess like for like the time factor, like yeah. But like all the other stuff, like to me, like I try to block out all the other like stuff anyway. So I guess from like a time standpoint, yeah. But like all the other stuff, really. I mean, it's pretty cool to go back and look at, but, that's just my personal thought about it.
What about you? What about you, Queen? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I'm definitely on the same wave kind of as X. I really appreciate the visual of it and, like, the graphs and shit. I think that's amazing because it just shows that, like, battle rap is so much more than just like one-dimensional, like, just even if you're watching, you're not participating. So I really enjoy that. And I've always said that a lot of battles are won not because of not because that one battler is necessarily better, but one battler can kind of pack more of a punch into their one-time round than the other opponent. So I really appreciate that. But, yeah, what X said, like, I'm just pulling up some of their like categories. Like, you can't really tell. It's hard to judge different people's delivery. Like, that's a hard. Like, someone's like a lot of people like how Hitman delivers. To me, he's fucking corny. So it's kind of hard to judge that off of different people. But and then I see like they even have penalties. Like, you get a penalty if you got physical. That's cute. So they got like choked, pulled out phones, stuff like that. So that kind of stuff.
I like
is
that.
cool.
I want to keep track of how many times y'all be pulling out your phone when the camera angle's just barely away from you. You think we can't see it? Stop trying to be slick out there. Stop pulling phones out in the middle of y'all battles. I'm done with this.
They need to add how many times people drunk water too, because that's the new. I need a second, or I'm looking for crowd reaction. But anyway, I think it's dope. Overall, I think it's dope. I think it's definitely bringing something different to the culture that we haven't had in the past. So definitely shout out to Battlerapstats. I hope they keep it up. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I mean, for me, I'm a numbers guy in general. I like dealing with answer type of shit. I like looking at stats. So for me to have something to really break down, a battle in its most not even in its most analytical and just scientific form, it's kind of cool to me that these are things that you can use in in a logical argument. You can throw these type of stats out. I do agree that some things kind of can't be weighed in a sense. It's really hard to really judge on, like, the it factor is the most important thing to me. Like, it's really hard to judge stage presence sometimes because that could mean a couple things for stage presence. Confidence, I mean, that's something you definitely can measure, I agree. The X factor, as far as what's the key, component of a battler, like, you have B Magic who hits you with a rapid punch line. So he's literally just a straight boom boom, like that's what he does. That's his X factor. It's just things like that. I mean, it's cool that we have this. So I hope they really do work on expanding this because this can be used. I mean, if we're trying to move battle rap in a direction where I guess it's appealing to the eye, something like this can kind of jump out and grab somebody because not everybody gravitates towards the lyricism and the content of some battles. So maybe something like this pull somebody in and be like, okay, there's something behind this. There is somewhat of a scorecard. There's a way to keep track of certain things that happen throughout a battle. So it's not just, it doesn't feel so unorganized to certain people. For us as battle fans, it's organized to us. All we want to know is, are these two battling? What's the time limit? If they go over whatever, we'll talk about it later. That's pretty much how we look at it. So, I mean, this is definitely great. They already went ahead and tweeted out that Hollow and Tay-Rock passed the 1 million views mark already for URL. So that's dope. Shout out to Hollow and Tay-Rock. That was an amazing battle, by the way. We all know this, so it's not much to be said on there. But yeah, I mean, other than that, shout out to Battlerapstats. Definitely follow them. Hopefully they keep covering all these events that are coming up, especially the next traffic event. So we're